All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kadash. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone. Double honors to our elder bishops as well. And honors to you, elders, you Akim, on the four corners of the world pushing this truth. To you, salute to you, brothers and sisters out there listening and learning as well. In sincerity, all those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You say, peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. And, this is just a lesson, just dealing with the bias and the prejudice of these damn devils, As of right now, it's all over the news. They're painting Jake, the so-called black Latino man, the so-called blacks and Latinos to be a bunch of, murderers and rapists, and criminals, man. They're coming they're coming against Jacob, man. They're coming against our people, man, and just like, in times of old when nations came against us, they're gonna get defeated. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is with us. We're his people, man. You got all these so-called white people on TV talking about what they're gonna do to Jake. Yeah, we're gonna come hard. They think they tough, we're tougher, and people shouldn't. And I get it to a certain extent. Yeah, you Jakes, our people shouldn't be, running around here fucking each other up, robbing each other, fucking with each other's stuff. It's a lot of people do a lot of wicked shit. But you know what? We don't do more wickedness than you goddamn devils, man. So y'all just need to cut that shit out. You fucking school shooters. You motherfuckers, man, are the worst. When I say you devils, I'm talking about the so-called white man. You motherfuckers are worse. When you go on the FBI crime statistics website, it's mostly white people that's doing all the violent offenses, man. It's mostly white people doing all the rape. And, of course, Jake murder each other though. That don't make it right. That shit is wicked, But above all, man, you fucking crackers, man. You're the worst. So this ain't gonna be no super long video. I'm just gonna bring out some receipts, on how these devils get down, man. Because, they want to paint this narrative that we're the face of crime. They've always painted that narrative. Hey, I was watching a podcast with what's the rapper name from Bone Thugs and Harmony. It was one of those rappers, one of those guys from Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'll probably put it in the description box. He was talking about how these devils, these so-called white men, will pay these rappers to make music about crime and killing and sleeping with each other's woman and all kind of wickedness to push that vibration onto our people, man. And they said that when that happened, that really elevated the crime rates among our people, man. And that's why I always say, these damn devils, these so-called white man is the father of niggas. You created niggas. You came over here and you got this land by violence. You only taught us violence. And then when after hundreds of years, when it came to the point where you want to quote unquote let us go, which you never did, all we fucking knew was violence, man. You slaughtered generations of our people. You know, like you set us back to the point where, you know, and then you taught us to hate one another. That's why Jake is fucking committing all these crimes against each other to this day. Because you fucking perpetuated that shit. And the effects of slavery, they still exist to this day, man. And that's your fucking doing. And then on top of that, you wasn't even put in slavery. You just a murderer to the bone. You just a fucking demon to your soul, man. Here it is. You got all the world's fucking wealth, and you're still a violent, evil being, man. You know? A bunch of fucking pedos, man. And nobody can murder like you, man. When you want to paint the so-called black man as the worst man in the world, you stole a whole fucking country, man, through murder. You know? But you want to paint the so-called black and Hispanic man as the face of crime, man. You know? And we ain't just gonna let that sit idle and just let that shit pass like you motherfuckers every other month. You don't just shoot up a school, shoot up a grocery store. You've been constantly at war with motherfuckers for years now. You don't know nothing but violence. You don't know fucking peace. You got those gutter rats over there in Ireland, and they fucking violent. And bloody men. You know, but I'm gonna play this video real quick, man.
This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman.
Hold on.
Shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man. And this man. And this man. This man. This man. This man. This man. This man. And this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics. 2. Killed 10 black people in a Buffalo grocery store. His motive was, quote, to prevent the elimination of the white race. The El Paso Walmart shooter, he shot 45 people, killing 23. He thought he was acting at the request of President Trump to stop the invasion. He also cited the Great Replacement theory. The neo-Schmatzi who killed 9 people at a black church because he, quote, had to do something. This is the Pittsburgh synagogue shooter. His motive was to stop white genocide. This was the Oregon shooter, released on a manifesto where he went on a lengthy rant about black men. The Dollar General shooter, his motive was a hatred for black people. Despite previously being involuntarily committed, he was still able to legally purchase the weapon. Florida. This is the Oxford school shooter. His parents gave him a 9mm for an early Christmas gift when he was 15 years old. They were so...
Yeah, and a lot of these so-called white parents buy their children the guns that they do these shootings with, and let it be heard that Jake did that our people did that. Oh, where did you get this gun from? Oh, your parents bought it? Oh, they going to jail too. We're going to prosecute them too. Why ain't none of these fucking parents being prosecuted?
They just couldn't wait till Christmas. The FedEx shooter, police found that he was viewing not like propaganda online and that he wanted to demonstrate his masculinity. Man went on a shooting spree in Atlanta, killed 8 people, 6 of whom were Asian women. This was the Dayton mass shooter, shot 17 people, killing 9, including his sister, who previously suspended from school for having hit lists and rape lists. The Santa Fe school shooter.
Look, this dude had hit lists and rape lists. He was. Hey, but the so-called black and Hispanic man, we the ones that's committing all the crime. We're the thugs. We're the thugs and rapists. Like you fucking hunkies, man. You know, why don't you fix your own fucking people, man? See, that's the thing. That's what pissed me off. You don't see ICE and DHS running in fucking middle-aged white male neighborhoods when they're the most dangerous fucking people on the planet. The white race is the most dangerous people in the fucking world, man. The most violent and bloody people in the fucking world. And you got some goddamn nerve to be all over the news talking about, yeah, we gotta send DHS and amongst these poor people. He doth persecute the poor, like the scriptures say, man.
Victims rejected his romantic advances. This was the Thousand Oaks shootings, this is the Parkland shooter, Sutherland Springs shooter, Las Vegas shooter, the Sandy Hook shooter, this is the Aurora Theater shooter. He had an obsession with killing and chose the weapon that would allow for the maximum amount of casualties. These, of course, are the Columbine shooters. The Chardon school shooter, who was upset that his ex-girlfriend had a new boyfriend. The Georgia school shooter, he is not transgender, no matter how many right-wing AI-generated memes tell you so. Father gave him an AR for Christmas when he was 14.
Yeah, why wasn't he prosecuted? Why wasn't the father prosecuted? Why wasn't that shit put all? And then when Jake, when Jake is in some type of trouble, they put their shit all on the media and in the news. This shit with Diddy been going. I'm tired of hearing about fucking Diddy. This shit with Diddy been going on for months, but you didn't hear shit about Epstein. Oh, they was hush on that shit. The whole Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all they shit was plastered all over the fucking internet and on TV. What about you fucking devils, man?
The real mental health issue of this country is white men. The Middle Passage, 1.2 African Americans died. White men. Segregation, white men. Lynchings, white men. Wounded Knee, white men. The Trail of Tears, where 16,000 Native Americans died. White men. 98% of gun violence is men. 84% are white men. I see a trend. January 6th.
95% of gun violence is men. 84% is a so-called white man. Why the fuck ain't DHS and ICE raiding you fucking hunkies neighborhoods? You goddamn devils.
White men. Oh, wait, but then they got pardoned by who? Oh, that's right. An adjudicated rapist, pedophile, convicted felon, white man that this country put in power. Huh, wow. Why? Because they couldn't vote for the black woman. Do you see a trend? When you look at what happened to George Floyd, that is symbolic of what this country is. It is the white man putting his knee on the neck of a non-white person and saying, what are you going to do to stop me?
And yeah, we understand that the Lord is doing this. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, the Lord, a lot of you jakes, you need to be fucked up. You need to be scared because you're not fucking scared enough. But at the end of the day, I don't like the so-called white man going on TV and saying, look, these thugs and these, and they want to say the N-word. They want to say you niggas. But they can't say that, these thugs, these violent individuals. And you never see white faces. They don't think about their own race when they say that shit. They think about us.
White men are the mental health problem. And what do you see from the white supremacists? Right?
Oh, hey, I bet you that executive order 14321 ain't gonna be directed towards white people. I bet you it's not. And I bet you that the facilities that they put Jake in and the facilities that they said In one of those events, the black people and white people were separated. Or Hispanics and blacks were separated.
Begging for it to be somebody on the left or a trans person or a gay person or a minority, right? Take Lincoln Riley. Oh, Lincoln Riley. Oh, did you see it was a brown person? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, slack. I don't even see. That's all you see is a black woman's ass on the internet. I'm tired of that shit too. But yeah, man, like the so-called white man wants to paint our people up. We just some horrible individuals, man. And you motherfucker, you a murdering race of goddamn devils. And then when we say that, you want to double down. You want to go and get DHS and ICE and have them. You want to have them just come through our neighborhoods and wreck our shit. Yeah, we understand why it's happening, but you don't have the right to just go on TV and say, yeah, this is a violent group of people. You don't have the right to do that because your fucking people are the most violent people on the planet Earth. And why don't you fix your fucking people? Why don't you police your fucking people? Why ain't DHS and ICE raiding white neighborhoods? You are the motherfucking shooters. You know, buy your 14-year-old son an AR, and all he think about is murder. And then he just go shoot up a school. It's hard to get his picture on the fucking news to see how he look like. You gotta fucking go to Twitter. You fucking hunkies. That's why we fucking hate you, man. You prejudiced goddamn devils. And that's why the Lord is gonna destroy this fucking place, man. You gotta go. You know, then you sit all high and mighty with your chin up on the news talking about you're blacks, you know, these are violent people, you know, and we know who you're talking about because we peep the neighborhoods you going in. Straight in Chicago where our people at. A bunch of people sleeping in their beds. You know, Jake was probably smoking weed, but you know what? I know that neighborhood. I used to stay like 2 blocks down from that same apartment that got raided. As a matter of fact, my son's mother used to live in that apartment. When I met her, she stayed in that apartment. And every time I used to visit before my son was born, it wasn't never no, you know, every now and again it was like maybe like a burglar or car break-in. You know, but it wasn't never no bunch of niggas hanging around out the front door and all that shit. It wasn't the best place to be at, but, you know, like, it wasn't like super hood place either, man. You know, when you went in, you didn't see Jake hanging around the lobby. You didn't see a bunch of, YNs running in and out the place. You know, people may sit in their car out in front of the building and smoke weed. You know, Jake gonna sit in front of the building and smoke weed. But, you know, it wasn't like that. I don't know how it is now because that was years ago. But when I was out there, it wasn't like that. But yeah, man, I'm just, I'm looking at the news and I'm just seeing all these fucking devils, just talking cash shit about Jake. Like we just horrible. All of us are just a race of horrible individuals. When you stole this country by blood, and it wasn't enough that you stole this country from the so-called Native American Indians, it wasn't enough that you stole this land, from Gad and Reuben and killed a lot of them. But then you took a whole nother race of people. I mean, a whole nother tribe, all the other tribes. You went and got the rest of the tribes of that people and brought them over here and killed millions of them. And if one of us killed you, you had the FBI out here looking for it. Ain't no if you found out that I smoked a white boy 20 years ago, that's an investigation that'll be ongoing because there ain't no statute of limitation to murder when we commit it. But you motherfuckers want us to get over it. Oh, slavery wasn't that bad. Well, let us hang. If that's the case, let us hang you from trees. If slavery wasn't that bad, let us hang you from trees. Let us cut your woman's belly open, rip the baby out, and stomp his head. Wasn't that fucking bad? Really? You know, but people don't want to educate themselves about the horror that they do to other people, that their race committed to us. They don't want to be educated. They want to take that out of the schools. Yeah, they don't want to hear about that. You know? And in the end, it's gonna get worse. They're gonna really come down on Jake, man. We understand that, no matter how much we talk about it, they still gonna come after you. They hated us. Hey, we was kicking their ass in the womb. They still got a grudge. Oh man. But I just got mad, man. Like, just to hear these fucking hunkies, man. To hear these devils all on TV talking about, yeah, these thugs, yeah. Ain't no bigger thug than a so-called white man. The white man is just, hey, ain't nobody even fucking with you. And you'll just go and just murder people. You ain't got beef with no goddamn body. But you got an AR and you just want to kill something. Hey, that's the white race. And then you make up, these motherfuckers will do a whole manifesto. Videos with all kind of guns everywhere. Why the fuck ain't they houses being raided? Why ain't they shit being ran in the middle of the fucking night? Buy a 14-year-old a gun, and the first thing he think about is, I'm finna kill some motherfuckers. And you devils got some fucking nerve, man. But it's okay, because the Lord is going to destroy you. He going to destroy this place. It's happening. And the chariots of the Lord are watching. Hey, the angels of the Lord are present, man. They're seeing all kind of fleets of identified flying objects, because we know what they are. We call them IFOs. Because they're identified in the scriptures. The chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, and they're looking at all kind of hundreds of them flying through space coming towards Earth. And you know who has the most sightings? The United States. The scriptures say the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and he will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Hey, they have that that video on YouTube. If I can find it, I'll post it. They had that video on YouTube where it show where all the chariot sightings are. And the majority of them are over the United States. In the second place, I believe was Europe. But yeah, man, so the Lord is going to come and take this place down, man. This place ain't got long. And the scripture said that they was going to be, it was going to be, they should be like madmen sparing none. Hey, the fucking ICE agents pepper sprayed the cops, shot a black woman 5 times. Shot the black woman 5 times. So they over there, they ain't sparing nobody. I need to do a video and I'm gonna find that video. Yeah, but I'm gonna get the scriptures, man. This is Psalm 73:3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You know, you ain't got DHS and ICE talking about you ain't got the president talking about we got to do something about these middle-aged fucking white males who go and just shoot up a school at will. Hey, I'm talking to my daughter on the phone, and she basically going to a goddamn prison to go to school. They got a huge concrete wall. They got all kind of security guards around the school. They got all this security because young white fucking males want to shoot schools up. Now everybody's kids got to be subjected to this a whole lifestyle change. You got to be scared. Like you you put that in the kid's mind, that's a scar forever. Yeah, we got all these precautions because you got fucking kids doing drills. You got kids doing drills at school. Yeah, if the school shooter comes, and I was watching Dave Chappelle. He's like that's the stupidest thing I heard of. If you got the kids doing school drills, ain't the shooter right there in the school doing the drills too? Asking where do we meet? But it's stupid shit. Traumatizing these kids, man. Because you won't raid your fucking people. You won't run up in they shit and ask them, well, how many guns you got in the house? Hey, and we're gonna see the extent of these executive orders. Because it's a lot of white people, so-called white people, that's on Medicaid, antidepressants, antipsychotics. So we're gonna see. I already know that they're not gonna fuck with each other. It says, for there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. And these fucking ICE and DHS agents, they're fucking violent, man. You look at these videos, these are violent people, man. These are not civil servants. No, these are warmongers. It said their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. Dragging old people out of the house with they fucking drawers on, man. Having them sit outside for 16 hours, asking them, do you live here? What the fuck you think I was here for? Are you an American? Motherfucker, do I look like an American? Asking all this stupid shit, man. The people and you know what? You know what they want to do? They want to incite violence. And they fucking with Jake, but you know what? That the scriptures don't lie. Scriptures say Jake is like an old lion. Who should rouse him up? And if Jake gonna only be able to take so much before they get what they want. But you know what? What they don't know is the Lord is gonna come to our defense. And that's the defense of the elect. All you niggas that think you tough, you cute, you think you tough, you gonna either die in these streets, man. The wars are coming, man. Hey, the scriptures say the women shall mourn having no bridegroom. Their husbands shall die in the wars. Hey, what the fuck you think is going on in Chicago right now? In Portland. These are becoming war-torn neighborhoods. So the Bible doesn't lie. It's going to get worse for you people that don't want to serve the Lord, man. You're going to get fucking touched. You sit there, well, I don't fuck with nobody. Hey, you don't serve the Lord either, so the Lord going to fuck with you. You think it's sweet. You think it's cool to not, hey, that's why the scriptures say, man, if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose ye this day who you going to serve, man. It's cool. You want to be a part of this society, then be a part of it. And when this society falls into war, you're gonna be a product. You're gonna be in a fucking example, man. A lot of you Jakes, you're gonna be made an example, man. You know, I can't just get on the white man and not get on Jake, because Jake, you bring this shit on yourself thinking it's cool that that the man of the Lord out here trying to warn you, and you think we just a bunch of stupid niggas just talking because we got a mouth. Everybody y'all wanted to come against us, right? You know, just months ago, before ICE and DHS was fucking dragging you niggas, y'all was coming against us hard. It's the Israelites' problem. Whose fucking problem is it now? So, hey, we was right. We told you, we warned you that this shit was coming. You didn't take heed. So it's your fucking fault when an ICE agent jump on your fucking head and ride it to the concrete. That's your fault. When your house get bust in, we told you that these things was gonna come. We told Jake over and over for years that these things were gonna come. They're gonna send troops in. It's gonna be martial law in the streets. We fucking told you. What do you think that is in Chicago? So-called American citizens getting harassed. What ID? Are you a citizen? If you motherfuckers didn't want us to be citizens, then you should have gave us our own land. You stole this country, right? Why didn't you say, you know what? We don't like these people, so let them have their own portion of this land, and we'll have ours, and we'll just, they do their thing and we'll do ours. No, you couldn't fucking do that because you're a control freak. You got a God complex. You want to be God. So you couldn't fucking let us go. Because freedom ain't giving somebody a bunch of laws and say, you still got to follow my orders, but you free. You don't inherit shit for all the free labor that we got out of you. You don't inherit shit, but you free to a certain extent. That ain't freedom. It says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. President Trump said, yeah, slavery wasn't that bad. You know, that's wicked. Yeah, it wasn't bad for you because we was making your family's wealth, and you still profit off that wealth to this day. You still keep us oppressed to this day. We recognize that we're oppressed. You know, more and more Jakes are recognizing that, hey, this is complete oppression. And you know what? Hey, I believe that the elect are all woken up, man. It's just time for people to get fucked up. You know? I got this other scripture, man, and I'm going to cut out. It says, Psalms 10:1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. You know, everything that to do is wicked. Hey, they perpetuate it. They advertise it among Jake, and Jake take that shit in. You know, because they ain't being taught shit. The scriptures are the teaching. A lot of you Jakes don't know nothing, man. You're just raising your kids to be good American slaves. It says his ways are always grievous. Thy judgment are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And he puffing at Jake now. You know, you got China threatening you like a motherfucker. They ain't said a word about China. They ain't said shit to China. Send DHS and ICE over there to China. See what the fuck you get. You get your ass ran out of that, but you good at persecuting the poor. You'll persecute the people and send your military on the people that you consider as weak and defeated. But choose a real opponent. Send DHS and ICE over there to China and see what the fuck happened. No, you won't do that. You want to fuck with Jake. You want to fuck with our people. And we have a hard enough time trying to make a living in this godforsaken place in the first place. But now you just want to fuck with us. Even worse than you've been fucking with us. It says his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. It said he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. You know, we ain't got no country. All we got is this American bullshit. And believe me, if my people had a country, I would fucking be there. You know what? My people had a fucking country and you took it, you goddamn bitch. You took it. After they taught you how to plant and try to survive and gave you fucking devil's medicine, you destroyed them. And now you the fucking judge. Now you the one that's saying, oh, this person is wicked and that person is wicked. And you're a murdering race of devils. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. He's in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth them into his net. Hey, his new net is Executive Order 14321. If you're homeless, we're gonna arrest you. But then you shut the government down. And a lot of people, if the government stays shut down for over a month, a lot of people not gonna be able to pay their fucking rent. And people gonna be behind on shit. He said some people not gonna get their jobs back. He said he croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Yeah, we're here to help you. We're gonna do this, and then just like the 1-9, the jab. Oh yeah, this is to help you. This is gonna give you immunity, and motherfuckers start dropping dead. He says he said in his heart, the Most High have forgotten. The Lord God have forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it, but the Lord sees it, man. And the Lord's going to answer you according to your violence. It shall be done to you. And this place is going to be destroyed, and we're going to put your ass in fucking chains, man. And we're going to show you double the violence that you put up on us, man. The scriptures say you're going to receive double. Or we're going to fuck you hunkies up, man. So, hey, with that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, double honors to our apostles, honors to you brothers out there pushing the word. Shalom.